The house at Sandy Cove was not fully finished with its extensive restoration. Daniel could hear the banging and noise from the top story as the roof space rooms were created. When completed, the house would have 4 stories. As usual, it had been sniffed out by Bonnie, who'd spotted it advertised in a tiny estate agent's in Kinsale. She knew as soon as she saw the location that it was the right house in the right place, and brooked no argument or further searching. Where we are now is Sandy Cove Island, Sandy Cove generally, near Kinsale, County Cork. I used to live here, and it's where I first began to write. It plays a very, very important role in all my books. The first time we hear of Sandy Cove was in Judgment, when the Dawes family buy the red house in the bay behind us here and moved there. All of the books from then on, Pyramid, also the Daniel series, and finally Trial, which ends the Daniel series, all are set in this location, partially. We also have other locations, but this is where a lot of them are set. Then the West Cork trilogy are all set in and around this area. The Dawes also feature in these stories, although they're not the main characters, unlike the Daniel series. This area, this bay, and the effect it had on me is very evident in the writings set in this location. It had a crucial effect on me, and it was always referred to as a place of great respite. Sandy Cove is a small bay sheltered in the lee of Sandy Cove Island, on the finger of land that extends from the harbour village of Kinsale to the rugged cliffs of the Old Head. Sandy Cove was fast becoming a highly desirable place to live, with house and land prices now rocketing. The bay is sheltered from prevailing winds by the hills behind and from big seas by the island, so it has a favourable microclimate, delightful views, protected mooring and even a small beach. At low tide one could wade across to the island to visit the flock of feral goats that share it with a wide range of seabirds. The channel between the small slip and the beach even saw the occasional dolphin and many seals visiting. People from the locality had a tradition of swimming from the slip around the island and back, a considerable feat of endurance. Laurence had quickly latched onto this diverse group of all-year swimmers. She'd become something of a celebrity when she finished second overall in the annual Round the Island swimming race, beating all but one of the men and leading the other women home by a huge margin. Bonnie referred to the group as the Island Loons and was astonished when she saw half a dozen, including Lauren, swim the circuit on Boxing Day, or St Stephen's Day as it's called in Ireland.